Okay, Lisa's here. Oh, goody. Okay, Deborah's here. Adadele's here. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna. Mary's here. Oh, this is so frustrating. Thank you, Janet. Guys, I had to actually shut my computer down and come back because I went out of the internet and came back on the internet, and YouTube would not let me back in. I had to shut the computer off. So, hello everyone. Hi, Ruby. Guys, let me know when you get your 2 rows of scallops drawn. Now, frankly, you could have drawn it all the way down, but this works really well. If it's folded in half, we can work on it just folded in half like that. Oh, Gloria. Yeah, Mary, it just, thanks, Lisa. What's really bad, Lisa, is that I have software that was making life so much easier to do this, because when it Gloria, all I can say is try refreshing. Yeah, I had to shut the computer completely off, Mary. But the software is supposed to, when it drops you, put you right back on. And it was working great. And then all of a sudden, things are not working now. So, hi, Elise. So, and I'm hardwired into the internet, so it's not my Wi-Fi. Thanks, guys, for the thumbs up again. Anyways, because I have folded this, I can work these 2 sets of scallops without without unfolding this. Yeah, I think so, Mary. Let me double check what this pinging is, because I know Janet posted a new link for me. Jerry, did you come back yet? I don't know if Jerry's found us again yet. I know that we don't have as many people here as we had a few minutes ago, so I'm going to kind of wait to go on just a little bit. Patricia, hi, Patricia and Gloria. And Dawn's back. Okay. Everybody, when you get your 2 rows of scallops drawn, let me know. Well, Janet, yeah, they may be watching the replay too. I don't know. There you go, Patricia. Hi, Kathy. Well, that's okay, Kathy. Um, we're just playing in our totally junk journal. Okay, it just still says live now. Yeah, Kathy, it's kind of weird. I don't know. Thank you, Janet, for checking on it for me. I also can't, for some reason, open another page with this live open the way it's open today. So, okay, we're going to go on. So what we've got now is 2 rows of scallops. Adele, it is a brown grocery sack. So the whole thing is about not quite 12 inches by 16 and a half, folded in half. It doesn't, the size of the page is up to you. This is going to work nicely when I finish it up in my signature. You could do a smaller, Zoe's doing a smaller page. Lisa's is 11 by 14. And Jerry got some lunch and she's back. So we're close. We're going to go ahead and go on. I know this starts to look confusing, but it'll make sense in a minute. So once we get the 2 rows of scallops drawn, we're going to put, and Zoe actually ahead because she drew this already, sort of. I'm going to turn it this way. I wonder if I have another marker. Yeah, let's do that. This ought to work. Let's see if it'll make a different mark. When I put my circle back on here, this line of my second scallop, okay, Jerry, did you somehow mute your 10.5 by 5 is fine, Zoe. Jerry, did you somehow, oh, you can't hear me. Thank you, Lisa and Sue. I wonder if I can. Where'd Jerry go? Well, it's not letting me do anything. Okay. What we're going to do is we're looking at this one, but what we want is to put this back, and where it touches the circle, see here we've made sort of an oval shaped thing, but it doesn't touch the next one. So when I lay my circle down here, each one okay, but if you look really careful, let me get a different color. Right in here, they don't touch. They do not touch in the middle. Okay, Jerry. Hi, Lainey. Oh, Gloria. Oh, dear. Well, flip the paper over and start over again. So each time I'm going to do that, I'm going to put this where it touches this and it gives me this little kind of a hole. Is that making sense to everybody? Now you don't need to draw all that in. I'm just trying to make it so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Hey, Becky. Hi. And Mindy found her way back. Lisa, if they don't have as much space in between them as that, you may want to make a little more space. If that makes sense. You probably need a good 1/4 of an inch in between. Yep, Jerry, I am talking. Oh dear. Yeah, Lisa, I can see why that would do that. Oh dear, Lisa. All right, I'm going to set this aside for a minute. Lisa, this is very rough, but this is basically what we're trying to get at. Can you just draw it in by hand? And thank you, Janet, for helping Jerry. Okay, Zoe. I'm trying to think, Lisa, how I can do that better, because that guys, those of you who are working on this, Lisa's having problems because her circles were too big, so it didn't give her space between these parts. So she didn't have anything between things. How's everybody else's coming out? Since I can't see them, can you give me a heads up on how it's coming out? Okay, Deborah's is okay, Patricia's is okay, Elisa's okay. Lisa, can you just draw these in without changing your line and doing over again? And Sue's, yours is okay? Okay. And Ruby's is okay. Lisa's working so hard. She's okay, already changed. Okay, all right. Well, then I'm just going to wait a few minutes, Lisa. And I'm not sure. Mary said that would work too, Mary. Yes. Lisa, when you get caught up, you let me know and then we'll go on. The biggest thing is that what you're trying to get is in each scallop, there is sort of a oval that has pointy ends. And when the circles cross over one another, I end up with that. And if you don't have enough space between these, we'll just cut out a little bit on the inside of the line when we go to do this. Jerry, can you hear me now? I hope so. Yeah, Deborah, we're making scallops and then we're going to make a little hole in each scallop. And Jerry, I think that's my fault because I'm discombobulated. Hold on just a minute, guys. I'm good right now, hon. Thank you very, very, very much. Hubby just came in and said that whether or not I needed a drink. I think YouTube is just really messed up today, Jerry. Jerry, what we did was we drew the first scallop all along the edge. And then I drew another scallop inside of it. And, you know, guys, I guess I should have tried it with a bunch of different size circles because Jerry, I put this back and what it did was it made this oval shape inside my scallops. Okay. And so that we end up with something that kind of looks like this. Ruby is right. Oh dear, yep. Okay. Lisa, how are you doing? Okay, Lisa's ready, so we're going to go on. Now, I still have my page folded, so I'm going to work part of it. Part of it doubled is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to cut the outside scallop off. Do not start anything inside. Just cut the outside scallop off. Am I getting off camera? There we go. Yes, cut around the outside scallop, guys. Do not do anything inside. What we want it to look like is this. Okay, and Lisa's ready with this part. Yeah, Janet, and you know what else they change when it buffers on me like that is that 1080 720 stuff. Okay, Mary's done, Sue's done. Let me know, guys, when you get your scallops cut off. Okay, Patricia's ready. Yes, Lisa, bigger circles does mean less scallops. Oh, I see. That's why you're done so fast. Elise is done. Mary, I'm not using OBS software because it doesn't work. Deborah, did you have a question? Okay, I'm going to cut it on this piece just so you can see it better. And then I'm going to cut one of these. So don't cut anything. Oh, yeah, Mary. Well, everything's kind of not worked lately. My camera's not working at all either. So sometimes I just kind of pinch this and fold it. And this is where I said that if it might be that you like to use a knife. I don't particularly think I use a knife very well. So I'm going to cut this out just like so. Just give me a minute and I'll show you. Okay, and then I'm going to go back and cut it neatly. It might be easier to cut it with a knife. I'm not sure. And Lisa, since your circles do not have very much room between them, see, that's what we're going to do. It's like that. So let me cut one of these and then I'll show you. The thing is you need to make sure there's some space left between there. So if there's not enough space in between these little ovally things that you're cutting out, cut on the inside of your line. Yes, Janet, Mary's gonna have the knife laid out and have this done in 5 minutes. I'm just gonna fold it and get myself a little cut. Now I'm not trying to cut double. I'm only cutting a single layer. Okay. And I may try it with a knife too. Now, do you see what I'm saying about leaving a little extra? Now, I left a lot extra, but So I cut it out in there. Yes, Lisa, the knife would work really good because you can cut both at once, and I may try that. Let's see how well I can do with it. Remember to make sure you have a cutting mat underneath your knife. It didn't, I don't have a very good blade either. That's another part of the problem. Okay, where did I miss something? Yes, Jerry. Oh, yeah, Janet, I've done that too, where it bumps me back. Um, the other night in Mary's live, it was doing that to me. Lisa, if you are cutting through 2 layers at once, you're doing good because this doesn't want to cut through 2 layers at once. Must be my knife blade. The other thing is this is a fat knife handle. The little one is so chewed up from being on my bead bench that I can't really use it to cut anything with. Okay. How long of a piece of this do we need for this project? Jerry, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to use this as a whole page. This is my paper bag, and it was about 12 by, not quite, 11 and a half by 16 and a half. And I'm just going to use this as a page, but I am going to fold this up like so in a minute. If you make a smaller piece, Jerry, it'll just be smaller. Elise, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Janet, don't ever put your glasses down on the keyboard because then everything gets disappeared. Thank you, Janet. I promise to make the next part easier. Okay, let's put this up. So it now looks like that. Okay, Mary's ready. Elise is ready. Freeform art. There you go. Where's, oh, Dawn said something I missed. Okay, just a minute. Dawn, don't worry about it. That's okay because it's all about the totally junk journal part of it. And it's all about having fun. And another thing is guys, I hate to say this, but I already did this once. You realize that. I did it, but then I did it my way. And if other people come up with some issues like Lisa's circle was too big and it didn't work right, then there's that too. Oh, Gloria. That's right, Dawn. Don't give up. Where'd Ruby go? I missed what Ruby said. Ruby, are you okay? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. She's cut herself, guys. Yes, I'm thinking that too, Janet. That's one of the reasons why using a knife can be, hard. Okay, Adadel, I'm glad. I know a few of you are ready. Okay, Dawn's ready. Okay, Mary. Hi, Karen. Ruby, you're all right? Oh, dear, Ruby. Yeah, Azure, it's been a bad one. Ruby, honey, are you going to be okay? Guys, I'm going to go on so Mary can maybe finish or at least get a little further along. On the sides, we are not going to do this pattern. But I want you to do the scallop. So just put your circle. Now, remember this one, you're just going to have to kind of wing it here to get this one to line up. We wing things a lot around here, so you just kind of make it fit. And then we're just going to do a scallop and trim our scallop. And I'm going to show you a different way to decorate it. Oh yeah, Karen, yeah, Ruby managed to, I think she might have been using a knife. She cut herself. Karen, we're doing a totally junk journal project. Ruby, I hope you pop back in. Okay, okay, Ruby. I'm glad it stopped, and I'm so sorry you hurt yourself. So this time we are just going to make the scallops and trim the scallops. Karen, we've been doing this project. This is our 6th week. So if you want to catch some of the others, there's a playlist that's called Totally Junk Journal. No, I threw it out. I didn't do a page, Jerry. I did the scallop. I just did it on a piece of white paper. And I threw the trash out. Jerry, I didn't actually do it on the page. I did it just on a piece of white paper to make sure it worked. Hi, Susan. This scallop, we're just going to trim out, and this works really well if you've got it folded. Well, that one didn't go very well. Oh, I don't like that. We're just going to trim that off that way. Okay, Mary, bye. Yeah, Susan, I'm working on a scalloped page for our Totally Junk Journal. Oh, Janet, again? Okay. Okay. All right. Lisa says it's okay. Okay, guys, when you get this scallop cut, let me know. Okay, thanks, Dawn and Susan and Janet and everybody. Okay, Dawn is ready. She's got her scallop cut. Let me get a white paper under here so you can see it. Okay, Jerry, bye-bye. Trisha's ready. Mary's gone. Lisa's ready. Okay, I'm going to go on. This one we're going to do is a little easier. This is a 1/4-inch hole punch, and I'm going to just come in on my line and put 2 little holes or 3 little holes, 2 little holes. It depends on the size of your circle. So just a minute, it didn't go all the way through both of them, so I'm going to have to do just one at a time. Okay, so that's what you end up with along the side. Okay. Janet, we're not done. Oh, good. Okay, so I'm going to do my other side while you guys do yours. So we're going to put the little hole punches in there like that. I'm going to have to use some aluminum foil on my hole punch. It's decided it doesn't like this. Okay, so that's where we're at. When you get this done, say ready. Okay, Lisa's ready. And Janet said, uh-huh. Okay, when you get the hole punches, say ready. Dawn's ready. Lisa's ready. Okay, Janet, we'll see you in a few minutes. Sue's ready. Is anybody so not ready that I can't go on? Janet's listening. Okay, I am going to fold my paper up like so. Let me put this in here so you can see. See, it's folded up. And I just winged it as far as folding it up. It's it doesn't have to be a specific amount. Remember that this is going in my book. Oh, it also has to fold evenly though. It's going to go in my book like this. And it's actually going to stick out some because if it goes in my book, give me 1 second. It's going to stick out a little bit. That's okay. Yeah, Sue, I think everybody's not playing nice today. I'm not sure what's going on with you two. So then we're going to want, oh, some thread, some thick thread, some ribbon. I'm going to use embroidery floss because I have a ton of embroidery floss. And I may use 2 colors at the same time. Oh, let's do that. Let's do these 2. Now, if your needle isn't big enough to go through these, that's okay, or to go through this paper, that's okay. We're going to go through these holes, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue stick right here. Let's move that up there, just right there, so that it holds together. And I guess you do want to kind of line your holes up, which I did not do. There we go. Let's see if it's gonna. Okay. Because you don't have to have a needle that will go through these holes. You can just stick the thread through there. Ribbon would work. It's really about decorating it. It's not about holding it. Like I said, I'm going to put some glue in there. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to put a little line of glue in. So that it sticks down. And you could have used any glue. I just had the glue stick available. Okay. Okay. If you've got a needle that will hold something big, that'll work. If not, we can thread through without. I'm just going to use a thick thread like this. And remember, you're only stitching one side. You're not stitching both sides. You're only stitching one side. And it's really just, you're decorating. I've got all but one tiny little strand of the embroidery floss through the needle, and it doesn't want to go through. So I hope everybody's going to have a good Thanksgiving. We are actually going to have company. Not a lot, just a little. Okay, chat has quit moving. I sure hope you guys are still there. Now, I am actually going to do about, I'm going to double this up so that it, there we go. So I've got like 4 layers of thread. Okay, Susan, stick here. Oh, okay. She's sewing. All good. Okay, still here. All right, I'm just going to run in and out of my holes like so. And if I don't have a hole where I can see it, I'm not going to worry about it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a couple of strands like so. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to tie a knot. See, now I have 2 strands on each side. And I'm going to tie a knot. This would be cute if you had ribbon, but I haven't asked you to have ribbon, so. So now what we've done is we've glued it and we've reinforced it just by threading that through there. Okay. Oh, Lisa, that'd be, yeah, yarn would be great. Because there's plenty of room to put yarn through there. Okay. Y'all are waiting on me this time. Oh, Kathleen, I'm so glad. Now, I don't know if I'm going to leave those strings that long. I haven't made up my mind. I may trim them off, or I may leave them that long. I don't like charmy things at the bottom, so I may just trim the bottom ones off and put some charms up there. So we'll have to see. I haven't decided. Yep. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh no, Gloria. Can you poke it with scissors? Here, let me show you how to make a hole with. I make hole in things with scissors all the time. I just take the point to my scissors and very carefully push it through, and then twist it like that, and it'll make a hole. Would that work, Gloria? So, I have a bunch of them too, so I found some more the other day. I found a slot punch. I was looking at a slot punch online the other day, and I was like, that's really cool. Oh, I don't need that. And then I was cleaning up, and lo and behold, I already have a slot punch. So now we have a pocket. Let's fold up a piece of paper we can put in our pocket. Yeah, Janet, that's I'm sure why I have it. I've had it probably 15 years, so because it's a Stampin' Up! Slot punch, so. Well, Becky, you did more than I'm going to do. I will not have. We won't even put up a tree. Her hole punch is with your heart punch. Okay. Guys, I had something else I was going to do, but I just don't know if you want to fight with the internet. I had another page I was going to work on. Oh, Lisa, yeah, you always, yeah, if you find a punch for $1, you kind of got to get them. Oh, yeah, Becky. We probably won't see Brandon again this year, so. Jeff's dad's not even going to be here for Christmas. Patricia's ready for a fight. Okay. That means you're going to fight with the internet. Okay. Okay, then when everybody finishes this particular pocket page, let me know and I'll show you the other thing I was going to do. Okay, Lisa's finished. Elise is finished. Mindy, yeah, Mindy, that's true. I can just see those cats in that tree. Thanks, Becky. It was a little confusing. We've had a lot of issues today. Melody's ready. Okay. So that's another page. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the sides off of our paper bag. Oops, I didn't cut very well. I may have to trim that up. Yeah, I need to trim it just a little bit, guys. I've really made a mess. Ugh. Although a mess is not a big issue, but it's kind of a mess. I'm folding it in half. And one of the reasons I like paper bags is because then you can have a writing. Not only is it fun to work with and, you know, a free material, but then you have some fun. You have writing space that's fun. Now, it does not have to be straight. I'm just making it straight. No, that's not going to work. Or reasonably straight. Yes. Thank you, Janet, for saying that. Please remember to post your pages. So that'll be cool. Yeah. Okay. So we have our piece of the side of our bag. And this is going to be 2 pages, again, folded in half like so. Okay. And there again, I'm going to use markers so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I am going to straighten it up along the edge. So I'm going to draw a nice straight line and trim that off. And I'm doing both pages at the same time so that they match. Doesn't really matter. If you use pencil, you won't see your lines as much as I'm going to see mine. And of course, that didn't work. There we go. Okay. Sue. Yes, Gloria, the whole gusset. The whole gusset of the bag. And this piece is about 6.5 by 16. It doesn't really matter what size it is. It could be. Do I have a piece of copy paper? This is a piece of copy paper. It could be a piece of copy paper. Whatever size you want to work with is fine. Okay, now basically we're going to create sort of a grid in here. So this is my cut edge now over here because I'm right-handed. Okay, and to draw lines, I need my cut edge on this side and my folded edge over here, and we are going to work on both pieces at the same time. So I'm going to draw a line 1 inch in, and align 2 inches in. Like so. And then I am going to draw 1/2 inch marks from, this is a cut side, folded side. I'm going to make 1/2 inch marks. So it's a grid, but it's long. Give me 1 second and I'll show you. And I'm just going to make 1/2 inch lines all the way down. So I have 1 inch spaces and 1/2 inch spaces, 1 inch by 1/2 inches. And I'm going to do that all the way down my little paper. And if it doesn't come out perfect, don't worry about it. Just split the difference at the end. Okay? And then let me know when you get this far. Ruby, are you still here? How's your cut? Are you okay? Elise is ready. Ruby, if you are still here, I sure hope it's better. I sure hope it's going to be okay. Yes, it's on the outside edge, Lisa. Okay, Ruby. I sure hope it heals up real fast. Susan. Oh dear, Susan. Susan, that's fine, honey. It's not going to go anywhere. And I am trying to do actual videos of each part. It ought to make it a lot easier with this one because of how crazy YouTube's been today. Okay, Sue. Bye-bye. Ruby's going? Okay, Ruby, honey, be good, and I hope it gets better. Dawn, are you caught up? Are you ready? I missed that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the next part. Now, I did this folded together. Just make sure when you hold it that you hold it very carefully together because paper bags want to come apart. This is the oddest pair of scissors. I'm cutting one little part of my grid out. Right there. And then, see, it wants to walk. So be careful with your paper. If you're cutting both at the same time, be careful with your paper. I have one. I cut one. I have one. I'm going to cut one. So I'm skipping every other little piece of the grid. And I'm cutting it out. Let me lay it down so you can see it. Well, hello, Judy. Sounds good, Judy. I hope you're feeling better. So this line is where you cut to. Okay? But just be very careful that you hold your page sort of securely. To get these out of there. And remember, if you make a boo-boo, it doesn't matter. That's artistic license. No, it doesn't want to come apart. Grocery store bags are very sturdy. These are kind of like piano keys. And Judy, never worry about coming in late and listening too. That's always wonderful. Okay, Dawn's ready. I think Elise was Elise already ready? Okay, Lisa's ready. Patricia's ready. Deborah's ready. Hello, soft spoken. Soft spoken, I think it's the first time you've ever been here. Lisa's ready. Do you have a name, a different name I should try to remember? We are working on a project called the Totally Junk Journal. Just soft. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, we're going to go on to our next part, and we are going to use the hole punch again. So the fact that Gloria's is gone is not helpful. But, well, let's try to do it this way. We don't really want to punch out here. You could punch out here just for the fun of it, but that we're going to put thread back through it, and we don't want these to be too floppy out here. So what I want to do is I want to go in almost to the line and put my hole in there. And then I'm going to go in almost to the line here and put my hole. Give me a second to do a few, and I'll put some white paper under it. Okay, does that make sense, guys? And soft, we've had a rough time with YouTube today. My live is in 2 parts if you're interested in watching it. It's kind of been rough around here today. Okay, makes sense. Good. And I'm going to finish punching my holes. Now be careful when you punch your holes in the little tabs that stick out, because while paper bag is pretty sturdy, it can tear. And if it tears, that's okay. This is a totally junk journal. And I'm going to do that to both sides of my paper. Now, oh shoot, that's just not coming loose. I definitely am going to have to use some, I don't know if y'all know this, but if you will punch aluminum foil with your punches, sometimes that helps. So, well, since, oh, thank you, Soft. It's just been one of those days, you know, sometimes it works that way. I don't have my grid on this side, but I can pretty much judge where I was supposed to punch just based on the depth of my punch. And Soft, if you're not familiar, this project, we're on the 6th part of our project. So we've been doing this now 6 weeks, and it's going to go a while. Okay, that one's too tiny for me to punch a hole in today, so I'm going to just leave it. And I think I'm behind this time. So So I'm going to get out some embroidery thread again. And or ribbon or yarn. Whatever sounds like fun. Well, hello, Nightshade. We're good other than YouTube making us all irritable. I think poor Jerry just got so fed up she couldn't stand it anymore. We're working on our totally junk journal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to once again just weave some threads through these holes, but I'm going to go crooked like so. Okay, now the thing of it is that there's 500 things you could do with this. You could go around, you could go up this one, you could go down that one. You've got all kinds of ways you could weave it. I'm just going to go. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to do it both directions. Let's start from the top of our page. Okay. If I go in this hole and out that one, like so. Deborah, did you get finished sewing already? Golly. Okay. Now this time when I go through here, I'll do it the opposite way, and then I'll end up with sort of like V's on it by doing it twice. Y'all do know it's hard to sew on camera, right? That when you can't take it down and put it in your lap. Now I am going to leave these long. I'm going to add some charms here in a second. Let's see. Okay, bye, Soft. I hope you come back and visit. Okay, Gloria. All right, so guys, I'm going to turn this over and do my other one. But you see, we've got this fun little thing. Now, basically what we did was we added an edging to both of our papers without having to have lace or any fancy die cuts to have a fun edging. Okay. I'm going to sew up this other one so that we have them both sewn up. And then I think we need to make some charms. Okay. Bye-bye, Soft. Guys, while I'm thinking about it, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I am very, very, very close to having 1,000 subscribers, which just floors me to no end. And in January will be the anniversary of my first video. So you want to be okay. I guess I can't talk and thread a needle at the same time. Let me thread the needle first. There we go. Anyways, what I was trying to tell you is that between the fact that I should probably get 1,000 subscribers by the time I have my anniversary. I might not, but I'm pretty close. So what I'm thinking is that I'm probably going to do a giveaway here shortly that celebrates both the 1 fiber mark and my anniversary of my first video. Hello, Malaya. Thank you, guys. I mean, it's really close, and so anyways, I want you to be watching for a video. That is, if I can never make videos again. I made 2 this last week, and I'm going to have to try to do voiceovers on them because they don't have any sound. I don't know what I did. But the hopefully that'll all get worked out and I'll get caught up. Going back and making videos for the Totally Junk Journal does take time, and I was trying to get caught up where every week I can make the video for to back up the live, because trying to edit the live does not work well. So that's kind of my plan. I'm hoping you guys are going to want to play. Malaya, I haven't had too much trouble editing as far as being able to edit, but I've never had to do a voiceover. So we'll find out how that works. The big thing is that I already made Jeff be quiet for me making the video, and now he's going to have to be quiet while I do the voiceover. So that's just, you know, poor man's constantly having to be quiet. I think he's sitting in the living room watching. Well, hello, Neverkit. I think he's in there watching silent football. Okay. So that is our second page, but we need some charms on there. So I'm going to find, oh, I know exactly what I want. I want some book paper. I have this lovely old book. One of these days I'm going to use the cover and do a cover, but it falls apart. So the inside pages are not good for anything but using for gluing together. Elise, that would be perfect. If you want to use your paper beads, go right ahead. I am going to I'm going to stiffen this a little bit by gluing it to this. At least your paper beads would be really pretty on there. Now, guys, you know that when I cut circles and stuff like that out by hand, it's because of the way I'm doing this project or the mindset behind this project. You can always use your paper punches. Out of this paper. That may be too big. And the reason I stiffened it was just because I know that this paper, this book paper, is a little fragile. And then I'm just going to cut out a matching circle. Okay. And I'm going to put glue all over both circles. Oh, wait a minute. Let's put the knot in our on our thread. I always put a knot when I'm putting these paper charms on. I always put a knot in my thread so that my charm doesn't actually slide off the bottom. And I'm going to put glue on the back of both circles. The one with the cardboard and the other one. And I'm going to just set that on there like that, and then put this one over the top of it. Oh, good. I just stuck the wrong side to it. Okay. Now there's glue on there right now, so I can't really put it down anywhere. So you can use squares, you can use circles, you can make little long rectangles, anything you want to do to make some little charms, or use beads. Use your punches. Um, it's very interesting. Two of the bottom line on this that I just read says was a weird scene. So is everybody still working, or did I lose everybody again? Okay, so we're just going to lay that in there like that and put it down on top. By gluing both pieces of, yes, everybody's still working. Okay. Another thing I like to do with these little charms is to do what I call pin stitching around them. So I'm not going to go to my sewing machine just to stitch around this little charm, not today. But if I draw little lines like I have stitching on them, and our other page sort of needs some charms on it too. Oh, that's going to have to dry before I can work on it. Okay, Becky. It's in two pieces, Becky. So I'm sorry. It's kind of a mess again this week. And I think that actually it's in three pieces. So if Becky, if you have any problems, let me know. Holler at me. I will definitely try to help you get it accomplished. Okay, that's not stuck. Okay, let's. Alrighty. Becky, drive safe too, okay? Be safe going home. Oh, Dawn, I'm so glad. As as disjointed as it seems today, I'm so glad you had a good time. I have to admit, I felt a little flustered. And Dawn, it was nice to see you yesterday in the Zoom too. It's fun to put faces with names. I'm going to finish this charm and show off the pages, I think. Finish these charms. And guys, that's right. I would really love to see your pages. You know who I haven't seen is Kendra. Now, these pages, I already said that. One of the reasons we're decorating the edges of our pages is to eliminate putting things like lace and that kind of stuff on it, because we really don't have lace if we're using totally junk. So I need one more charm for this page. I love how this book paper looks with this paper bag. And guys, I told you about the things that you need to be aware and looking for, and that is different kinds of plastic and fabrics and buttons. I will put a list so that we have it. Everybody must be working diligently. Working. Yeah, you know, the charms are this fussy part, aren't they, Patricia? It's just like, ugh, these could take forever. Now, you didn't have to use book page. You could use whatever you wanted in the way of to do your charms. By the way, girls, if you haven't seen Stephanie at Leather and Jade's live flip of her Totally Junk Journal that she's been working on with us, you really ought to check it out. She has really done some fun stuff. Oh, Patricia, that would be really cute. Yeah. Her channel is Leather and Jade Arts, and I think it's how it is. And I'm going to cut these ones off on the bottom, just leave like inch tails. She did a flip, and she's added some other things to hers, which is really cool. Lots of fun stuff. I'm tying my knots first this time because the last time I forgot them. And when my fingers get glue on them, then I cannot seem to get hold of the yarn. I think I told you all that our yellow cardinal is still here, and that society, hubby went to the Audubon Society and to their meeting the other night, and they were real excited to know it was here, and several people have asked if they could come and observe it, because it's a pretty rare sighting. And they are There was people out this morning. They've been very respectful of calling first and making sure that, you know, somebody's here. Okay, Elise. Thank you, Janet, for posting Stephanie's link. Yes, Mindy, it was amazing. She's done all kinds of stuff to it that it's just really cool that what she's done to it. I loved some of her tabs, and I'm looking for some things to put in as tabs like that, because just to show y'all, for anybody who hasn't seen hers, because I hadn't saved anything like that. So, but guys, she used like gum wrappers and things like that as little tabs, and they were really cute. Patricia, I don't know that they're going to try to ban it. We're afraid it will leave, and we haven't decided whether or not we're going to let them try to ban it. Honestly, we don't want it to leave, and we don't want it to do that. But they have, Patricia, put in a call. There's a professor, Dunlappers, just a minute. I'm sorry, Gloria, gum wrappers, chewing gum wrappers. Patricia, they've put in a call to a professor that has wanted to do some research, but we don't know if he's going to come and view it or not. The big thing is we don't want to turn this into a circus, because they have the one that they spotted in Alabama. The whole mess up there has turned into quite a circus, and we don't want that. So we're trying to keep it just with society. Patricia, one of the things is banding it. The only thing would be is if they found it again, because we have found out that cardinals do not migrate. I thought they did, but they don't. The professor that one of the gals said that he might like to catch it, and what do you call that? He needs a couple feathers to get DNA. Well, hello, Mary. Were you here earlier? I didn't see you pop in. Hi. Patricia, I'm not sure exactly that it's I think near Auburn. This one it's not the same one, because they don't that one is still up there. So but we're enjoying watching him. The one in Alabama, they think took a mate, which is, they questioned whether or not that would happen. So that's a good thing. Oh, Mary, were you doing a live? Okay, Lisa. Right now, I'm just doing my little charms. That's just trying to get them accomplished. I swear they're fussy. They just. Now, guys, next week, you just need your basic stuff. I haven't totally figured out the project yet, but it's just going to be the basics that we need. Oh, I lost my other little piece. There he is. Oh, cool. Well, that's awesome, Mary. I'm so glad you popped in. This project's kind of been an ongoing thing. We're on our 6th week. Mary Dale Abrams, when I told her that I had like 5 weeks planned, she was like, "Oh, good." So, I swear, every time I go to sleep, another idea pops in my head. Not all of them are good, but so far everybody's enjoyed them. This one is a little confusing. Janet, it's only 3 o'clock here, but by 4:30, we'll have to turn the lights on. We're going to go take my mom out to dinner after a while, and either that or we're going to take dinner in. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do yet, but we'll have to leave lights on, that's for sure. So. Mary, what were you doing in your life today? What were you doing, a project or? I am so far behind on watching everybody's channels. Oh, Patricia, I'm so glad it was fun. I really am. My fingers are all sticky again. Gloria, I think she's in New York. Altered book? That would be fun. That's fun. I've got one I started. I just haven't gotten back to it. Um, for one, this project kind of took over. But I think I've got about 12 to 15 ideas now. So we should be good for another month or so, at least. Maybe more. Depends on how long we haven't done a cover yet, so they have to stick around until we do a cover. I'm thinking though, guys, and I want your opinion. I'm thinking about doing the cover in a couple of weeks, just because, and I'm going to make mine big enough to put extra stuff in. This, my signatures is getting kind of big and bulky, and I'd kind of like to put it some way so that it is protected. A smallish book, yeah. Oh, Patricia, I can't wait to see those. Please do post them in the group. So this is going to have, it has a pocket so that we can put stuff in our pocket. I'm just gonna show off the pocket. And I think you guys know that I don't put my stuff in this book in order. I just been sticking it in here however I want it. That's the only problem with making our cover too soon, because that sticks out much bigger than the other pieces did. Okay, I think I'll put my other piece in here. Only put those on the top. I really want to see those, Patricia. I'm going to do a flip, a little quick flip, Mary. Just to show you what mine's looking like so far. This was our first one, Mary. And just plain envelopes. We didn't do anything to that one. I just stuck it in there so that I have paper to write. Yeah, Patricia, it gets big. And that's what I'm thinking, is that I might want to do the cover so that we can put it away and start on another section. And that's the page we did today. It's a lacy pocket page, I think last week. And this is just another envelope. We did some tabs last week. And this is another one of our kind of fun lacy pages that we did today. Okay, bye, Melody. And like I said, I'm trying to get caught up where after the live, the week after the live, I'll be posting a video so that when you do miss, you can catch up easier than trying to watch the whole live, especially when it's in 2 or 3 parts like today. This is a pocket page. This is a little embellishment that we made last week. And I just tucked it in my pocket page. And this one has a tab. This is another pocket page that it's side pockets. And these are the tags. We made tags one week with texture. And this is the same, the back sides and tabs, and this is the other side of my pocket page. And see, it keeps falling apart. So I think if we made our oh, you saw that those made? Melody, be careful. This is a belly band made like we made our illuminated borders. Don't have anything tucked in there yet. I have to make something to tuck in there. And this is another illuminated border in our pocket. And this is one reason why this envelope is staying here, is because it perfectly frames my ladies on this page. But yeah, Patricia, it's getting kind of big. So I'm thinking in a couple weeks, if you guys are up for it, we might work on our cover. Patricia, you can do whatever you want. I kind of figured they would be an embellishment on a tag. that was my plan for them. Thank you, Mary. I figured that where is my little star? Just a second, Patricia. Let me. I thought it'd make a real cute embellishment on a tag. Well, Kathleen, you know, I'm um when I did this, it worked fine for me, and then I didn't think about other circles not working. You know, it's one of those things when you plan something, but um oh great, Lisa. Yeah, Patricia, the little stars are kind of heavy. Kathleen, we'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your day too. I'm going to kind of finish up here. I'm going to read my little quote, and then I think we're going to go because I've been on now 3 hours. So and I'm finished. Unless anybody has any questions, I'm going to read my quote from my little creativity book. It's 1001 Ways to Creativity. I like this one. The greatest creative acts often flow forth from the greatest creative acts. That's very cool. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great time. Nightshade, thanks for coming by and visiting a little bit. Patricia, I'm so glad, and I'm so glad you guys are having fun with this. Janet, Lisa's probably gone already, but you guys, thank you for helping me out with things earlier, and Janet especially, thank you for posting and letting everybody know I was having trouble. Deborah, how did you do? Did you get yours all finished? And Dawn, you too. Have a great evening, guys. I was just looking to see if Deborah did okay. I don't know if I've said goodbye to everybody, but bye all, and I hope I'll see you next week. And well, don't forget that Lisa is live tomorrow night at 7 or 7:30. So, and Deborah's finished now. So, you guys have a great day. Big hugs. Have fun. Bye bye.